What's going on, guys? It's your boy GS bringing you guys some Madden 13 online gameplay, and today we are providing you guys with some New York Jets gameplay going up against, of course, the San Francisco 49ers. I wonder if TEBOW could work his magic against the most vicious, diabolical defense in Madden 13. Now, hopefully, we can go ahead and make these work. As you guys know, TEBOW really isn't a tremendous, accurate quarterback. But, I mean, they got some weapons. I mean, you got Hill, you got Holmes, they got some speed over there. And let's just see if we can make it work. Let's see if you can make it work. You know, on defense, you know, we got two really good cornerbacks. One, the best cornerback in the game, statistical-wise, Darrell Island Revis. And Cromartie is very good. Both of their man-to-man are like 96. So their man-to-man rating is very good. So, you know, I'm already game planning to play a lot of man-to-man, hopefully lock down the wide receivers on the outside. But we got to watch out for that man right there. Vernon Ballhead Davis ends up running up the middle for a touchdown. And we're down 6-0. He decided to go for two for whatever reason, but he missed it. So, you know, all we got to do is try our best to move the ball offensively and just hope for a mistake on defense. You know, and we got to be careful with the Niners, man. They got those big hits that, you know, can make anybody fumble. The Jets have real small receivers. So whenever I don't have open field, I got to try and just hit the dirt, you know, slide down. Don't take any risk of, you know, taking a big hit and fumbling. Right there, we go to the screenplay, and we don't get anything with Sean Green. Outside of the receivers, the running backs really lack speed. I think they have McKnight, who's pretty quick, but his carrying is not the best. Against the 49ers, you definitely want to, you know, strategically go through your depth chart as we end up scoring a touchdown right there, and make sure you look at your team's strengths and weaknesses. You know, put in a running back who has good carrying, decent speed, and can work for you if you plan on running the ball. Look at your receivers, look at their catching traffic, look at their carrying, look at just everything. If you feel like they can't hold on to the ball, hit the dirt. Don't be afraid to, you know, slide down against these Niners, because if not, they will hit you. They will hit you hard and you will fumble. Right here, we got him to a fourth down, and he ends up picking up the first down with Vernon Davis. Actually, no, he was a yard short. So that right there is good. You know, we start off in decent field position. All we got to do is be able to move the ball offensively. And, you know, worst case scenario, we should be able to pick up a field goal. And right there, we got to drop the ball wide open, but he ends up dropping it. So we end up taking our points, going up 10-6. And that right there is, you know, pretty good, because let's say the same scenario happens again and we kick another field goal. We're up a full touchdown due to him having 6 points. So hopefully we can go ahead and create another stop, you know. And again, they have good cornerbacks on the outside, so I'm not too worried about anything that's going on the outside. You know, I got to make sure the middle is my area. Patrol the middle. Watch out for Vernon Davis. Watch out for anybody rolling over the middle. Then you got to be careful with Kaepernick. As you see, he can take off at any given time. Great speed. So there's just a lot of things to be worried about. And of course, that right there is one of the biggest mismatches in the game. You know, Vernon Davis is absolutely a monster for anybody to handle. And again, he went for two and he failed again. So a field goal takes the lead, which is always, you know, a good situation. But right there, we go to Hill. He has great speed. I think he's like 95 or something like that. So we definitely want to take advantage of that. I believe him and Holmes are our most viable weapons to go ahead and try to get something going here. And, you know, again, TEBOW accuracy isn't the best, so I want to keep it short. You know, you can see me throwing a lot of dinking and dunking my way down the field, a lot of short passes, because, you know, TEBOW really can be sporadic the further you go on down the field. Can't stress that enough, man. If you guys are going up against the 49ers, which most likely you are because they're the best team in the game, and you like to play with lower ranked teams, you got to play smart. You got to play to your strengths. And the Jets' strengths offensively, they have good speed, they have a good power back, but you know, you got to be wary. You got to stay away from the middle. If you got small receivers, you got to hit the deck if you're going to high traffic areas. And with TEBOW, you know, I got to try and stay in the pocket, make good throws. If not, you know, I can take off with him. You know, right there, try to slide, but he hit me as I was sliding. And that right there is something good that TEBOW can bring to the table. We decide to go for it because it's winding down to halftime. So we felt like on 4th and inches with TEBOW, with such a big quarterback, we should be able to get that inch. Then we do right here. We end up going to Powell. You know, we end up just sneaking our way into the end zone. So right now we're up 17-12, and we're feeling good. Hopefully we can go ahead and stop him going to halftime with the lead. And again, we're just waiting for that mistake. We're waiting for Revis or Cromartie to come through for a big play with us. We got to pay more attention to the middle of the field, and we just got to let our defensive stars make plays for us. We got to force him to stay out of the middle, and as you see that, he's eating me up in the middle. So I have to force him to pass to our strength, which is the outside. And as I say that, he ends up passing right towards Rivas on his own play, and he ends up sneaking his way into field goal range, kicking a field goal. So now 17-15 going into the third quarter. And right now, I feel like I want to be able to kill clock, move the ball positively, and don't make any mistakes. I do not want to get behind with the Jets and you know, force myself to play from behind with TEBOW. You know, unless it's the fourth quarter, you know, his stats, his attributes, as people would say, really isn't that good. So again, can't stress this enough. Play towards the strengths of your team. You know, obviously running the ball against the 49ers is not the easiest thing in the world to do. So, you know, I just got to look for my weapons. I got to pass short and pass the speedy backs on the outsides, and hopefully I could get some good yardage and, you know, just be able to build on my offense that way, because the 49ers are deadly on defense. So, you know, you see, we're getting Green the ball, you know, trying to mix it up and things like that, trying to, you know, keep him to play honest, keep him, you know, worrying about the screen, keep him worrying about, you know, the runs and things like that. As you see, TEBOW is like, what, 13 for 16 or whatever. He's definitely have a good accurate day just due to the fact that we're keeping the ball nice and short, and that's exactly what you got to do against the 49ers with a team like the Jets. With TEBOW starting, you know, it's going to take a while. Look at the third quarter is almost to an end because we're killing clock. We're dinking and dunking our way down the field. We're not getting any explosive plays because we're not really looking for any explosive plays. We're looking to keep the ball short and just move the ball in the right direction and keep the pressure on him. I feel like this defense is good enough for him to make a mistake on the outside with Cromartie and Rivas. I'm just waiting for him to make that mistake. As long as I patrol the middle and do what I got to do and force him into the strengths of my defense. So right there, don't test the user. He's so disrespectful. Uh-oh, we got to do a comment with the baby. Hi, baby. Can you say don't test the user? What is that? Say don't test the user. Yeah, say disrespectful. So go ahead. So what do you mean move out your way? This is my mic, son. Say disrespectful. There you go. Good job. As you see right there, he's rolling down the field, and he has an opportunity. A field goal does help him out. I'm not in your way. You move out of my way, punk. Move out of your way. This is my mic. You ain't getting my mic. Right here, we got to keep him out of touchdown right here. Hope.
Right here?
Say, let's go defense.
Let's go with defense.
All right, if we hold him to a field goal, it's still a one-possession game, so we still got to be worried about that. High five? Yeah, if the baby likes this commentary, you got to like it. The baby gave me a high five saying, great commentary, Dad. So now you have to like the video. So right now, it's a one-possession game, but he does have 2 timeouts. He does have the 2-minute warning as well, so I feel like 2 first downs and this game is over. We come out in the pass figuring he's going to try and play heavy run D, and it works to our favor. We catch Holmes over the middle for a first down. Now, 1 first down definitely ends this game, so all we're looking for is just 1 first down to have him waste his timeouts. Right here is 3rd and long, and we re-precision the drag, and TEBOW throws a dot with that 4th quarter accuracy for the first down, and that's the end of the game. There's nothing he can do here. We're going to kill the clock. Hey, can you say kill the clock? Say, let's go, TEBOW.
TEBOW.
Say, TEBOW for the win.
For the win.
Say, salute for you.
Salute for you.
Say, like the video.
Like the video.
Say, because I'm a boss.
Okay.
Good job, baby. And that's the end of the game, guys. High five. We end up coming through with the door com with the baby and everything. Yeah. Who's Jaden?
Jaden.
You're Jaden? High five for Jaden.
High five.
2 high fives? Yeah, we got the 2 high fives from the baby. Now, if you don't like this video, you're gonna feel bad. You're gonna feel bad. How are you gonna go to sleep at night knowing you're not gonna like a dual con with me and my 2-year-old? Close my hands. Why you want me to close my hands? And as you see, guys, we come away with some decent amount of skill points. As always, it's your boy GS. Follow me on Twitter if you're not already. Do you want a Twitter? You want your own Twitter?
Yeah.
Yeah, or we might just make you a Twitter. Follow me on Twitter if you're not already, guys. This y'all. Say peace. Say give it to me, baby. I'll forget you then. Give it to me, baby. Peace.